top-ranked Lewiston entered the playoffs without two starters. Defender Aiden Biwi Muhammad and midfielder Gage Cody were suspended for disciplinary reasons.
I felt the suspension of Biwi impacted the team. He's such a phenomenal player, intelligent, athletic. We would not be where we were last year if it was not for Biwi, no question.
I can hear him say, bad company, and I won't deny.
It felt really good scoring against EL. It's a moment I'll never forget.
Bad company, till the day I die.
I felt like it was really important to support my teammates during this suspension. It was a big part of keeping my team up if they were down, to stay with them and pick them up if they need to be.
Company, always on the run.
The suspension of Biwi and Gage really affected the team and the coaches because we didn't think that anyone could fill their positions, but myself and Mt.Blue stepped up our roles and we took charge.
When you talk about weaker opponents in the playoffs, actually in the playoffs, you don't get weaker opponents. You never know what can happen. However, when we found that we were in control, especially against Mt.Blue, we were able to take care of business with them.
Quarterfinal versus Mt.Blue.
I thought the Mt.Blue game, we played well enough to get early goals.
Nimrod.
He never gives the home team an inch.
Mad cracker rapping. Peter Tosh tried to tell us what happened. He was saying if you black, then you African. So they had to kill him and make him a villain, cause he was teaching the children. I feel him, Dunn was trying to drop us a real gem. That's why we bucking holes in the ceiling when we hearing I'm a African, I'm a African. And I know what's happening. I'm a African, I'm a African. And I know what's happening. You a African, you a African. Do you know what's happening? I'm a African, I'm a African.
What you know about the running, the stretching, the carters, the weapons, the path, the journey, the jewels, the learning, the fear, the focus, the aches, the pains, the contact sparring, the breaks, the sprains, the trial and error, the ranks and belts, the spiritual growth, the science of breath, the tests, the techniques, the forms, the stances, the flow, the rhythm, the internal answers, the herbs, the healing, the quiet meditation, the truths revealed through daily dedication, the love for the art, the sweat on your shirt, the mind, the body, and the spirit at work, the feelings of failure, the hopes to succeed, the battles with questioning, the training and slacking, the starting, stopping, and staying committed when your homies ain't with it, the hours of practice after the class is finished, the cause of your ignorance, flaws in your discipline, broken laws of nutrition and poor conditioning, the vitamins and supplements, salves and ointments, the tinctures, pull joints and doctor appointments, the dues, the pads, the wraps, the gloves, the mouthpiece you left home, the taste of your own blood, the hunger, the blocks, the punches, the squats, the crunches, the example you set for the youngsters, the will, the skills to kill or to heal, the separation between what's fake and what's real, the laws of physics, the class camaraderie, the vows of humility, the bow, the courtesy. What's
Swaziland, Namibia, Libya, Egypt, Chad, Algeria, Nigeria, Rwanda, Uganda, Cabinda, Botswana, Madagascar, Zanzibar, Djibouti, Ethiopia, Zimbabwe, to Zambia, Kenya, to Ghana, Liberia, Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, Morocco, Guinea, Lesotho, Western Sahara, Zaire, Tunisia. Tanzania, Sierra Leone, Tanzania, Gabon, Senegambia, Ivory Coast, the People's Republic of Congo, Cameroon, Central African Republic, Mali, Angola, Malawi, Somalia, Guinea-Bissau, Burundi. Word up, I love you all truly.
A lot of negativity has been thrown on Lewiston, whether it was the issues with the mayor and all those different controversies.
They told us that with the Somalis moving in it would be worse, but I don't think it has. I really don't.
I think it's for the better.
Yeah.
They're more civilized than some of the people that live here. It's truthful. You sit here and you see it every day.
They come by and they'll speak, and you don't see as much fighting and arguing, I don't think.
Do you think this season these players had a positive impact perhaps on bringing down some of that racial or cultural biases?
The racial makeup of this team was different than in years past. These are Lewiston players that are of Somali descent, and it doesn't really matter where they're from, what color they are. This is what Lewiston soccer is now. This is part of the culture here in Lewiston, and it's a representative now of what this community is. I've been covering the team for 2 decades. There was a continuity to this team. The precision of the way that they played, they worked together very well. They were just fun to watch. There's always people that badmouth the refugees or just they're not really accepting or understanding of the situation.
You come and you accept our culture, and you leave your culture at the door.
Do you think that the mayor of Lewiston took notice of this team's success and realizes that they're part of the community, the Somalis?
I can't really speak for him, and I don't know the guy, and I don't know whether he follows sports, whether he looks at the Sun Journal. I would hope so. I'd hope that everybody's taking notice, whether it be the mayor or anybody else. All the naysayers have a bad thing to say that don't know the situation, don't know these players, don't know these families that they're coming from, and don't know their history. People like the mayor. That's not the way it should be. Hopefully from this team and this season and what these players have done, that can bring people together and kind of break down those walls of our differences.
Bangor in the playoffs is a little different than what you play in the regular season. I don't think that they were intimidated. I don't think that our guys were worried about it. They just wanted to play the game. They wanted to get the win.
No team was more respected, none more feared. They won victory upon dramatic victory and always with poise. Poise above all.
One of the most memorable games given the circumstances.
People said it couldn't be done, say that it cannot continue. But this is the challenge.
The 2014 team, they represent probably the best team that we've had in the history of Lewiston High School. I think what they did for our city, what they did for themselves and for the school was one of the most unselfish things that a team can do.
I really like scoring at big games because it's really hard to score. and it really makes me happy when I score at the big games.